The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse. This is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Oh, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns.
Incoming! Crossbody from the top! The champion taking the high-risk option to retain the title.
Oh, unloading a big kick to the back.
JBL really wants to put Punk in his place tonight. Wants to snap Punk out of this Cinderella fairy tale he's living. Wants the world title to be represented by a real man once again.
Well, Punk's claiming he's earned this dream to be at SummerSlam and defend the championship to prove that he is a man. A win tonight would be a crowning achievement in Punk's career.
Well, midnight always strikes, and fairy tales are not real.
One thing Punk certainly doesn't have here is the experience advantage. JBL had the longest championship reign and
Followed up with the pin attempt.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder.
What's Punk got forthcoming? Uh-oh. He answers right back. Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music, Cole. But just because Punk prefers soda over beer or video games over boardrooms doesn't make him any less deserving of the World Championship.
There's a fisherman suplex. Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
And JBL doing what he does best, manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down, Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time.
Batten down the hatches. These two are unloading. He turns it around on JBL.
Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Ooh.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Roundhouse kick.
Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Just like that, Bradshaw finds a counter. He gets the kick out after the one.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he's refusing to stay down here, absorbing all of that attack in the midsection.
Ooh, scattered that one.
Hooked up. Here we go.
Going for the cover. This is for all the marbles.
And the champ gets free in one.
You expect these pins to last much longer at this stage in the match. Bradshaw with the clothesline from hell.
Pivotal moment. We could
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactic. From the top. CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed in the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. And many are still shocked that he's champion today.
None more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it.
For some time now, JBL and CM Punk have been going at each other. JBL doesn't think Punk is worthy of holding a title. That his unpredictable Cinderella story ends right here. Punk, meanwhile, thinks Look out!
Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
He turns it around on JBL.
Brilliant countering by both competitors.
Punk prides himself in being disciplined and having plenty of self-control. He's going to need all that here tonight against Bradshaw. A 17-year veteran will play mind games to try to wear the champion down.
And if he can't wear him down, he'll just beat him down. JBL has a bona fide mean streak. Mean and vicious. He enjoys inflicting pain.
Sky high. Wow, cross body. Tremendous impact. What a move by the champion. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Credit to Punk for finding a way to overwhelm JBL for the moment.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive. He's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways.
And for JBL, he likes to talk about fighting for the old school guys. Likes to look down on the new school superstars like CM Punk. JBL says he won't be pushed out by these twerps.
I would tally that sentiment to self-preservation. JBL isn't going to allow a guy like Punk to take a spot he's worked an entire...
Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner. There's the vintage running knee by Punk.
Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Pin to decide the championship.
That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first. Oh, that's a hard kick.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. The champ firing their best shot to retain their title.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.
Well, current Intercontinental Champion William Regal asked Stephanie McMahon to establish this tournament to ensure that his next challenger is deserving.
Well, I don't think William Regal is going to be disappointed with his pick of the litter tonight. As a matter of fact, every contender in this tournament was deserving.
Rey Mysterio defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz to get here.
From San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
Rey Mysterio, a former world champion, looking forward to this match because it takes him one step closer to perhaps battling for one championship he's never held.
That, of course, being the Intercontinental title.
Well, CM Punk is no longer one half of the World Tag Team Champions. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston losing the gold last night at a WWE live event in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, as devastating as that loss was, Punk has to quickly recalibrate to get the job done tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk!
I remember in Manchester, William Regal standing victorious in front of all of his countrymen, telling them that he was proudly going to go all over the world defending that Intercontinental Championship.
Vowing to bring prestige and honor, in his words, back to the Intercontinental title.
Two former world champions meeting for the first time ever. CM Punk and Rey Mysterio.
You ask me, either of these men could bring a lot of prestige and honor to the title.
CM Punk and Rey Mysterio, two former world champions, battling for the chance at the Intercontinental Championship.
It's hard to believe it's the first time they're facing each other, too. Everyone in WWE is on the edge of their seats here at Armageddon.
Yeah, and you better believe that William Regal is keeping a close eye on these two. Depending on how this goes, he'll either be facing CM Punk or Rey Mysterio. Both men with a tremendous amount of talent.
And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the Intercontinental Championship coming from the smug attitude of our current Intercontinental Champion, William Regal, saying how no one is deserving enough to challenge him. But I'm seeing two very deserving contenders in front of me now.
Well, Michael, putting it all on the line here, scaling the ropes.
Hurricanrana from the top.
That was awesome, Cole.
And you have to think the effects of that maneuver are going to linger.
Calf kick on the money. Uh-oh. Inverted Frankensteiner. Hit hard and straight into the pin.
Raises the shoulder.
You don't get paid by the hour, so nothing wrong with trying to wrap things up.
Well executed drop kick.
We could expect a fast-paced match. Two superstars that are almost equal in speed, Wade.
There's so much talent in the ring right now. I have to imagine they both did their homework. I don't think either Rey or Punk would face another world champion without being fully prepared.
And an elbow. You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match, you have an injury, and you've got some part of your body taped up, it's like a bullseye. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Oof, an Absolute.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. And he had Rey's number there.
Punk showing off his technical prowess. Hammerlock drops his opponent with a massive line. Oh, man.
Triangle armbar. Triangle's in. A battle on the mat now. And Mysterio escapes.
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Punk looking to get past Mysterio tonight and clinch a title match against William Regal. Punk and Regal have had some run-ins in the past. Regal defeating Punk earlier in the year to win the King of the Ring tournament.
And a rather fitting outcome it was. I tell you, the Queen was happy that day. The crown always shines brighter when a Brit adorns it.
Find some payback with their own reversal. Both competitors showing they've studied the other's playbooks to the teeth.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Springboard misses the target. Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time. Struggling to fight, being forced into the tree of woe.
Oh, right to the gut.
A lot of mutual respect between these two superstars. The first time these two former world champions will ever face each other.
Yeah, we talk about the honor of battling for the title. I think it's an honor for both of these guys to be facing each other. Taking him to the corner now.
Rushing into the corner, step up knee, rocks the jaw, and followed by a bulldog headlock.
Now with the cover.
Abandoning the pin and deciding he still has more work to do.
Well, this #1 contender match full of drama here.
You have to think Intercontinental champ William Regal is looking on as the 619 setup, but denied by CM Punk.
Rey had it dialed up. Punk has other plans.
And what a move by Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana into the 619 position.
And now with the second bite of the cherry connects, CM Punk down, and now perhaps in the drop zone for Rey Mysterio to finish this.
Punk out of the way just in the nick of time.
And Mysterio rolling up Punk for the victory. And a kick out by Punk.
Who wants it more?
Punk and Rey have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game.
Mysterio showing that athletic, technical style that has won him championships.
Catches the 619, and then
whipping them to the mat. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
go to sleep.
Now CM Punk needs to end this.
There's two. CM Punk is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Battered and bruised. What a gutsy match out of Mysterio and Punk.
The bottom line is, CM Punk has a date with the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal.
CM Punk and Rey Mysterio, two former world champions, battling for the chance at the Intercontinental Championship.
It's hard to believe it's the first time they're facing each other, too. Everyone in WWE is on the edge of their seats here at Armageddon.
Yeah, and you better believe that William Regal is keeping a close eye on these two. Depending on how this goes, he'll either be facing CM Punk or Rey Mysterio. Both men with a tremendous amount of talent.
You see Rey Mysterio, and you notice, Corey, his wrist doesn't have extra taping tonight. He had torn ligaments in that wrist a couple of weeks ago. Is there a reason for not having it taped? I don't think it's healed quickly. I think it's perhaps psychological.
Well, we always know if you go into a match and you have an injury and you've got some part of your body taped up, it's like a bullseye. It's like a target for your opponent. Rey probably wants to appear 100%, even if he truly isn't. Up and around, down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Oh.
Spinning kick to the gut.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
Trying armbar. He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Getting out of dodge quick. He does not want to be in that ring right now.
And Rey had it scouted. And we talk about the reason for this tournament to contend for the Intercontinental Championship coming from the smug attitude of our current Intercontinental Champion, William Regal. Saying how no one is deserving enough to challenge him. But I'm seeing two very deserving contenders.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. Impressive.
One last gasp effort, and that'll do it. German suplex.
Carefully measured knee drop.
Soaring out of the ring goes Punk.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
CM Punk won the World Heavyweight title back in June on his first night on Raw after the draft, cashing in his Money in the Bank.
What a night to remember that was. But the end of Punk's reign wasn't as ceremonious. The title was taken away from him after a punt from Randy Orton. Put Punk on the shelf.
Hooked up. DDT.
Scaling the turnbuckle here.
Stalking from above. He needs to get in the...
Here we go. You gotta be kidding me.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
Punk looking to get past Mysterio tonight and clinch a title match against William Regal. Punk and Regal have had some run-ins in the past. Regal defeating Punk earlier in the year to win the King of the Ring tournament.
And a rather fitting outcome it was. I tell you, the Queen was happy that day. The crown always shines brighter when a Brit adorns it.
Placing him in the corner. Look at this. Placed in the tree of woe. Strong kick. And he turned it around.
And maybe Punk has targeted something. Maybe an ailing injury could be affecting Rey.
And Punk gets countered there. CM Punk had a big night this past Monday night on Raw. He won the Slammy Award for the OMG Moment of the Year.
Well, yes, he did, but his week went downhill from there. Losing his World Tag Team Championship last night, you have to believe that's on his mind. You always see sports teams have some sort of hangover after big losses.
But Punk doesn't drink, so I think he can avoid a hangover quite easily.
I see what you did there.
And that failed to hit the mark.
Bad sight here, dangling helpless in the corner. Stuck in the tree of woe and being viciously kneed over and over again. Get in there, ref. A lot of mutual respect between these two superstars. The first time these two former world champions will ever face each other.
Yeah, we talk about the honor of battling for the title. I think it's an honor for both of these guys to be facing each other.
Being set up in the corner for something.
This #1 contender.
Punk and Rey have been running at breakneck pace from the first bell, countering each other's best shots. This is anybody's ball game. Trying to get some space and manages it.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Great counter.
Quick exchange, reversing the reversal.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly. DDT.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
CM Punk's been finding an answer for everything Mysterio's doing here.
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Boom. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Oh, this exchange is whipping this capacity crowd into a frenzy. Ooh! Oh!
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Bam! Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Boom!
Fist after fist, neither one relenting here.
Applied. Good old-fashioned punch to the jaw.
Back and forth, trading reverse.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it into the Intercontinental. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Targeting the chest. Very effective. I was expecting a great match from both.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. That could be curtains for Rey.
Punk and Rey are pouring it all out in the ring tonight for their shot at the Intercontinental title.
This is it. He could put him away right here. CM Punk is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Battered and bruised, what a gutsy match out of Mysterio and Punk.
The bottom line is CM Punk has a date with the Intercontinental Champion, William Regal.